All right, here we are in week 12. This one's going to be short because there's really not a whole lot going on this week. Your big job now is that you've developed your thesis and hopefully you've gotten your sources out of the way. Now is your job to decide what is going to be your web-based modality. How are you going to present your essay online for the rest of the world to see? This is different than the presentation. Remember, the presentation is just going to be where you talk about your web-based media to us, the class, your classmates, me and your classmates included. And so your job now is to look through these videos. Okay, here's an example of a Twitter page. Here's a video on how to create a Twitter page. And the same thing goes for Facebook, excuse me, Wix, Change, and then GoFundMe. That's kind of a crowdsourcing if you earn money. You need to earn money for your solution. The idea here is for you to go through and check out these examples. You probably kind of already have an idea of what you want to do. So what I suggest is just going through and checking out these examples and just kind of making sure. And then once you decide for sure which one you want to do, watch the video because I provide videos on how to create those. So if you're just like, yeah, I think a Facebook page would be good, then come down here, come up here, and watch the Facebook video, and that'll show you how to create a Facebook page that can promote your solution. Because ultimately, that's what your essay and that's what your web-based modality should be trying to do. And realistically, that's what your video at the end should be trying to do as well. So after you do that, come down here and complete this assignment. There's only 2 assignments this week, so this one's pretty easy. It's just you coming and explaining to me what modality you're choosing and why you're choosing it. So right here, just answer these 3 questions. I don't think there's a word count. No, so just explain them in your own words as best you can. However many words it takes you to do that, good. If it's 100, fine. If it's 1,000, that's a lot, but fine. So number 1, explain your solution. Explain to me what it is that your solution entails. So if your problem was, say, Alzheimer's, let's say your problem is Alzheimer's, what is your solution? Explain that solution right here, number 1. Number 2, explain which online mode of communication you plan to use. So if it's a Facebook page, explain, just basically tell me Facebook page. Say Facebook or GoFundMe or change.org, whatever it is. But then number 3, this is where it gets a little lengthy. Well, this is where most of the link's going to be. Probably your solution might, your solution might be a little long. But anyways, number 3, explain why you think this mode of communication is going to be effective in helping you achieve your solution. Because remember, you need to choose an online modality that's going to support your solution. So for instance, a couple semesters ago, I had someone that their issue was social media. It was social media use, and their solution was to limit the amount of time that people spend on social media. Well, the problem is that then she created a Facebook page. And so if your solution is to stop people from using Facebook, then you probably shouldn't use a Facebook page. Okay. I mean, the argument could be made that, okay, the people that are using that are using Facebook, those are the people I'm trying to reach. I'm trying to get them to stop using Facebook. Well, that argument could be made, but you're going to have to really do some work to explain that to me in your video. But anyways, that's what I want you to explain here. Explain to me what you're doing and why you're doing it. Okay? Writing project 4, works cited. That's just submit your works cited. If you're using all the same sources from last time, from writing project 3, then submit the same works cited page. Just make sure, like I said, make sure that you make changes based on what I said to you. By now, people should start getting their essays back, and so if you don't have yours back just yet, well, you should have it back in the next few days, maybe a week tops, but make sure that whenever you get it back, that you make those changes and to your works cited page, and if you're going to submit it here, do that. Now, if you create a whole new one, well, you know, that's part of the deal when you switch topics. So anyway, submit it again as best you can using OWL Purdue, using everything you've learned about MLA formatting in the works cited page, and just submit it. And then here, this last piece, I kind of put it last because it's not really an assignment so much as a suggestion, but it's a proposal argument, it's a sample. Then so it's a student that did a pretty good proposal argument here, and at least I thought it was pretty good. And by my standards, it is in APA format, so don't go trying to create a cover page because that's not MLA. We're using Modern Language Association because it's English. It's a language, right? APA is the American Psychological Association. So if you're going into psychology, you know, take note of this because this is going to be the format that you use to write from this point in all of your psychology classes. So anyways, the point being here is that she actually, is she, right? Yeah, Emily Hanna, she writes a pretty good proposal essay, and if you open it in PDF, you can actually see these comments. Notice how they're kind of screwed up here. You can't really see them all. If you come back here and you actually download it, oh, sorry, no, you can just do it from there. If you come up here and download it, and then you actually go completely out of your browser, go back to your go back to your desktop, and then open it from the desktop or wherever you saved it. It'll open it up in Adobe, hopefully, or whatever format you do, whatever format you like. And when it does, now you can scroll down. Oh, this is huge. Now you can scroll down and actually see the entire comment. If your computer's not super slow like mine is, you can click on it. But anyways, there's comments. I didn't make those comments, but they were made by her professor, and I looked over them all, and they're all valid. Some of these comments and some of the information in here may not apply to the essay, but may not apply to your assignment because yours is very particular for, you know, a solution facing a social issue, all that stuff. So there may be some particulars in here that don't necessarily apply, but overall, this is a good essay. So use it kind of as an example. And of course, use the feedback that I've given you in your older essays as well. Because like I said, most of the feedback I give you isn't necessarily writing project based. It can be used for just about any essay you write. But anyways, that's everything that's due this week. Just these two guys, really. The rest of it's just you kind of planning and shaping and forming your proposal, essay 1, 2, your online modality, and then 3, well, you haven't really started on the video yet, but we will. We will. So anyways, that's all I got for this week, and I will see you guys in week 13.